Hello, it's just a little quick update. It's currently the 7th of February and I have just framed Storytime from Gecko Rouge. And I haven't put the glass in it yet. It's just so I could get a picture of how it'll look without any of the glare. So the frame is like a pale duck egg blue green, and I've gone for a green and grey mount, which I've gone with the colours of the picture really well, so I'm really pleased with how it looks. I've got several pictures to frame this month, so hopefully there'll be a few more of these updates. But there we have it, finally framed. Storytime from Gecko Rouge, art by Arud Art, and I'll see you with some more sewing later. Bye! Hello everyone, it's the 12th of February today, and I'm just doing this quick update before I scroll the frame some more. So I finished page 48 and 49. I'm already back almost halfway on page 48 at the start of the month, so I finished that and the thin page 49, and I had a break to do of a couple of days to do some framing. So once I've got some better light, I'll show you the framing. But that's all done now, so I can have my Friday sofa stitch back. So I have 2 days left on the rotation this month for Eternal Promise. So back here, scroll it up. There's 2 rows of pages left. One is a full-size page. It's large format, so it's slightly smaller than regular. But one's a full-size page and the other page is about, I don't think it's quite 30 rows, or it's just over 30 rows. So I'm going to stitch them together. So next month I'll finish off what I start here. I hopefully get the 2 pages done each month, which would then mean 7 months and I'm finishing. So, looking forward to that. I will catch up with you again later. Bye bye. Hello, it's the 15th of February and I've got my framing finished, so just thought I'd quickly go through them. So this is Pond Lily Pixie from Nora Corbett. I finished it late last year, and it's just simple white frame, and because it's got this big treasure, I haven't put any glass on front of it. It's just going to go and hang up in the craft room. So I have currently the other 3 in the series, and I hope to do those, and hopefully I can still get a similar frame, just something simple. That's Pond Lily Pixie, and the next one, bigger frame. This is Away We Ride from Blackbird Designs. And, get that another way. So this one I chose a dark frame that's slightly distressed. Let's zoom out a bit. See cat toys. And yeah, I just chose a dark frame to go with the other colours in it. So this one does have a glass in front of it, so you might be getting a little bit of glare. The light's not terribly good. I'll record this once I don't have to have the lights on, and we've got another storm blowing in this weekend, so it's not going to be very sunny at all. So we'll make do with what light we can this morning. So that is Away We Ride from Blackbird Designs. I stitched it on 36 count. I've got a feeling it was oaken from Picture This Plus, and I stitched with the called for threads. I actually used 2 strands on this. Normally I'll use one strand on 36 count over 2. I don't find the coverage that bad. I think I must have quite a loose tension. So this one was, I had to pull a bit tighter in places to make the stitches sit together well. So I'm just going to pause you for a moment just to switch over to the last piece. And the last piece is my Garden Club series that I stitched on one piece of 36 count fabric, stitching 1/2, so it's stitched up as an 18 count. I'm using one strand of thread, and I've used all the called for colours. So I got all 12 designs and stitched them all together on one piece of fabric. And then I've chosen this wood frame, and again it's got a glass over the front of it. So that's that. So that's my framing done. I've still got others to frame, but there's only so much you can do at once. And there we go. This morning I have had a finish. This is the Happy Life pincushion from Shepherd's Bush Designs, and it needs making up into a pincushion, obviously, which I'll get done at some point. I need to trace a template and everything. Don't fancy doing that this morning. This was my piece I stitch in the morning before going to work, so it gets about 20 minutes to half an hour each morning. This one didn't take very long to stitch at all. It's not a huge amount to it. I love the sheep. I actually have the pins to go with this pincushion, so I'm looking forward to getting it all made up. It is something I want to do fairly soon. So that's me for now. Actually, I'll be starting a new morning stitch on Monday, and it's the XYZ house in the Sampler House series, so that's the last one of those for me. So I'll have a load more cushions to make up once that's done. Anyway, I'll see you for now. Bye. Hello, it's the 22nd of February and I'm just about to switch projects. So this was the project I was working on last week, Trick or Treat. It's from the Heaven and Earth Designs, the artwork's by Randall Spangler, and it's a giant haunted house with dragons and a couple of children going to do some trick-or-treating. So I am on the 5th page, and I managed to get just over 4,000 stitches. I think it was something like 4,016 stitches done on it in 6 days, which is really good going. Obviously the reason for that is it's mostly blue. I had the leaves mostly done already, so I've just kind of filled in this big patch here. Got the outline for another bat, so when I come back to it I'll be doing another bat. I think there's another one there, and might be some little ones, and might have another one of these like little cats at the top, on the top of the roof. So that's what I worked on. It's not one solid shade of blue. There's 3 or 4 different, so you can make out the mixture in there. So it's quite a good page, this one. I mean, confetti, but this one's a really good page for just using up your strand of thread and getting a good way down. So there we have it. Next, as I said, next time this comes out, this will be in May for another week, and hopefully I'll be able to get the page finished then. This page here is interesting because it's got part of the moon on it, so looking forward to getting to that one. But there we are for now, and now for the last full week I am switching to a stitch in time, continuing on with my page on that. And also I have a new start lined up for Leap Day, which is a mirabilia, and I'll show you that when I show you my progress on Stitch in Time. Just trying to remember, I'm full of a cold, trying to remember what I'm doing. So I will give you another update again soon. Bye bye. Good morning, it is Sunday the 1st of March, and I'm here with what I did in the last week of February thing. So, for most of the week I was working on Stitching Time. Working on... it's going to fall. Right, try and get this done before it all falls over. So, I was working on page 46 and I worked on it in January, and I kind of got the top of the candelabra and a bit of that tree that's going across. So this month I came down, I think it's a clock. It doesn't make sense it would be a radio, so I'm calling it a clock. And I think there's some bottles, perfume bottles or something in front of it. And the other candle next to it. Finished off that snowflake at the top. And generally it's just coming down the page now. Where those stitches come to, that's roughly the bottom of page 46. And then there's a partial page underneath. So when I get back to it in March, I've got the fireplace to finish off, which is a lot more blocks, so that should go quicker. So I'm hoping for a page finish on this in March, at which point I'll spin the wheel, which I think chooses between pages 4 and 7 and page 56, which will be the partial page under this one. So we'll see then where I go next. Right, let's put this down before it falls down, because it'll make a noise. So, what else have I been working on? Oops, clatter. Death by Cross Stitch. So, I didn't show this one last month. This one now, well, this one tends to live upstairs in my craft room upstairs, and I stitch on it in the mornings at the weekends. So, once this is done, I'll be getting on, starting on March, stitching on it. So, in January, I'd already had this done, so I finished off the page in January, including this little guy. Then February, I think there was a couple of weekends, yeah, it was a bit stormy, so I didn't want to sit upstairs with the wind howling around. I had other stuff I needed to get done. So February, this part and the flowers. That flower, I've got a thread in front of it. Right, that flower and the butterfly, and obviously now I've got to do the mirror of that dragon over here with his butterfly and bring the borders along. So I don't have much to do, bring this little border along. This is about a 5-stitch page break or something. So this is either on the current page or the next page. I want to stitch it all as one, so I'm going to wait till it's on the next page. I've got another one of these blocks on the next page over here. So obviously March I want to get this page finished and get onto the next page. This is page 10. Once this one's done, I'll have 6 pages left to stitch. So I would like to get it done this year. Not sure if I can, but I'm going to try. The other thing I've been working on this month is my sofa stitching. Usually on the Friday, sit on the sofa, watch TV, drink wine, do a little bit of stitching. So this is actually 18 count, easy count, and it's Faces of Fairy number 185, which is like a red ninja dragoning picture. By Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and yeah, one of the Faces of Fairies from Heaven and Earth Designs. So there are some, it never catches it, does it? There's some sparkly thread in there as well, which is easier to stitch on 18 count than on 25, but using 2 strands on 18 count. When I'm stitching the more primitive stuff, the samplers and that, I only use 1 strand on 36 count, and I like the effect that the coverage gives for that. I think Away We Ride, which is one of the framed ones that I've shown this month, that's with 2 strands on 36 count, so it's the colours are richer, more vibrant, more depth to them. So with full coverage stuff, I want the depth of the colour. It makes the colour stronger having 2 strands, and because I'm on 18 count, I want the 2 strands rather than the one, which would still cover for me. I would get enough coverage, but because I can do 2 on 18, I'm doing 2. That sound right? So, side of a hair there. It's 18 count, so the pages look massive. It just fits in my Q-snap, the first page. I'm really slow on this. Yeah, this is slow sewing. It's just for having something to do with my hands. So, there we go. That's that one. And finally, my Leap Day New Start. This is what I got done yesterday. So what I'm stitching is Mooka. Oops, my Mirabilia. Focus. Fairy on a bed. So what I've got is a lump of bedding. Did that to work across so I could get to the wing. Put one of the colours in on the wing down there. I think I had my Q-snap went up to about there, so I got as high as I'd gone on the wing. So I'm going to work the wing, go up the wing, and then come back down the other wing and get a head in. I'll start with the interesting stuff, which means it'll be really boring. The bedding. Oh, this pillow is going to be tiresome. But there we go, that's what I'm stitching on, and this is the piece that I'll be stitching on the spare days each month. So my rotation is 2 weeks on Eternal Promise, 1 week which in March will be on A Little Light Reading by Randall Spangler, another week which will be on Stitching Time, Fridays, so I don't spend exactly a whole week because of Fridays, and then Fridays I will be working on Face of the Fairy, and so March has got 31 days, so that's 3 spare days, which will be spent on the lovely Mooka. So there we go, that's my plans as well, all in one. My battery's just about to die on me, so I will say goodbye, and I will film some more updates in March, and then I will stick them all together at the end of March. My husband will do that. They will get put together all at the end of March and uploaded, ready for you to see what I get done. Spring is just around the corner, finally. Could do with a bit less rain. So, with that, I will say goodbye for now. I hope you get lots of stitching done during your month. I hope you got a lot done in February, and I hope that continues in March. So I'll be back the end of March. Time's flying already. Where's the year going? Bye bye for now.